Chiclets fans, Biz here. We want you to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And just maybe, if enough of you subscribe, we'll put out more original content.
The U.S. Open. Mark Fitzpatrick, bit of a fan favorite, I guess you might say, won the U.S. Open, a barn burner with him and Zalatoris down at the end. What do you got for us, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to watch most of the tourney, and I know Merle's watched Sunday and really enjoyed it. I know Biz watched some of it. I'm sure you did, right? It was a great ending. Sunday, and there's been some kind of, I think in the last few years, some of the majors haven't been super exciting. Like Scottie Scheffler at the Masters this year wasn't the most exciting finish. The PGA, we had the Zalatoris kid who's never won. He got in the playoff against Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas gets it done. So then our third major of the year, the U.S. Open, the Country Club's this beautiful place. It's got so much history. They had the 1913 U.S. Open where Francis Ouimet, like he was a amateur, he won. So there's all this history about, they had the Ryder Cup, and I think it was 99 when Justin Leonard made that putt where the place goes nuts. They beat Europe. Amazing comeback. So they hadn't had a USGA event since the 2013 U.S. Amateur. So that's the best amateurs in the world, mostly college kids. There's some older amateurs, and the winner and the guy that loses in the finals go to the Masters. So 2013, Matt Fitzpatrick won it. If people aren't aware, this guy was a stud from England. I think actually the story is his dad's like, we're going to play in this tournament in America. He didn't even really know much about it. He knew it was a big tournament. He comes over. His brother's on the bag. If you Google image it, his brother, Fitzpatrick, maybe he's 19, 20. Looks like he was 15. His brother was maybe 15. Looks like he was 10. So it's pretty cool that 9 years later he comes back as a pro and he got it done on an amazing finish. Scheffler went on a run Sunday. Zalatoris kind of started off slow. Then he went on a run. The lead was changing back and forth. The course looked awesome on TV. They actually have an 18-hole course, and then they have a 9-hole Primrose course, and they take 3 holes out of the main course, and then they add 3 holes from the Primrose to form this, basically the best possible the best possible combination of 18 of the 27 holes they can get. And it was tough. I mean, guys usually win tournaments, a lot of these PGA events at 15 under. I think the winner was 6, and it was just fun to watch. I thought that Rory McIlroy was going to get it done. He was in the tied for the lead or right there after the first day. I want Rory to win again. I don't know if he ever will.
Like win a major or a tournament?
A major, because he won the week before the Canadian Open. He's won 21 times now. He just, I don't know, in majors now, like maybe there's these younger bucks have just kind of passed him by a little bit. Golf's such a crazy game.
Is the U.S. Open the one where they try to make the greens as hard as possible?
Yeah, but they've switched it up a little. They used to make it legit. They would try to torture the players. The rough would be this long. The greens would be rock hard, and lately, over time, they've made it a little easier. Players used to complain so much, and I think a lot of golf fans who just maybe watch majors, and even myself, I watch a lot of golf, I guess, but I liked seeing them get tortured for a tournament. I liked seeing them all. They'd get so mad. The winner a couple years was like 5 over par, and they've gotten away from it a little. Also, the other thing is these guys are so fucking good. They hit the ball so far, and there's just so many good players. Like if you think of golf, you think like of 15 names off the top of your head that could win any week.
I don't watch a lot of golf. I could name you 15
Yeah,
guys.
exactly. So it's like, I don't know, at one point, no matter, there's a hole there. It was 650 yards dead up a hill. Legitimately.
Par 5?
Par 5. I'm talking your second shot, if you hit a good drive, guys were like 280 dead up a hill. And like members that are like, nobody's going to reach that green in 2. The first day, Koepka hit an iron to it. It's like, I don't think you can make a hole long enough where these guys won't reach it. So the game is definitely just at this amazing place where even though this course is so hard, people still shoot under par. But Fitzpatrick's cool. He put, I think, 30 yards on his driver. He's gained so much distance because now you got to pound it.
And then he said he passed the piss test.
Yeah. Somebody asked him, like, you're on the Bryson plan. He's like, oh, I already passed my drug test. Like maybe I think he was laughing, maybe a little dig at Bryson. Yeah, and this Zalatoris guy hasn't won yet, but he's in the hunt. I
didn't realize he hadn't won a tournament yet, Zalatoris.
I don't think a PGA Tour event,
But yeah, he's probably top 10 in FedEx points because he's in the hunt on everything.
Yeah, it seems like that. So I think that it was a great major. Next year it's going to LA Country Club, which is sick. LA Country Club North. Playboy Mansion's right on it, Biz. Maybe you can go to the tournament.
Give me a
Go
break.
play with some monkeys.
Who's
What else happened in
the
golf?
best? Who's the best PGA golfer ever who never won a tournament?
I don't know. I wouldn't know the best player to never actually win a tour event. Colin Montgomery never won a major. He was nasty, the Scottish guy. He won.
I know who that is.
Yeah, he was sick, like chunky, like great swing. He never won a major.
Yeah, he looks like a fatter you.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, like curly hair.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I wish I swung like him. I would easily agree to put on the 60 pounds that Monty outweighs me by to be that good. In a heartbeat. I would never see my dick again to swing the club like Monty.
Who's the guy who used to light up all the cigars and he had the long hair?
Miguel Angel Jimenez.
Is he still going?
He still crushes the senior tour, yeah, Champions Tour. The guy's a legend. He does the stretching and just drinks wine all the time.
Yeah.
We had a couple snap shows, too, with Justin Thomas going off about the rules. They caught him on a hot mic. And then this guy, Grayson Murray, like fucking tossed his iron, broken iron.
Oh, he's
putter,
great.
or
I
I
whatever.
was going to ask you about that. Guy on the PGA, should Grayson be doing that?
Like, people would say no, and he'll get fined for it. I think the fines are pretty big for, like, doing that stuff on tour, on TV. But, fuck, I mean, golf
Needs more of
is
that
a
shit.
maddening game.
Yeah,
and, like,
it makes
makes
it
it
way more
entertaining.
fun.
We're
It's
talking-
fun.
we're talking
you're
about it.
like, honestly, like I'm not kidding. I threw a club with Whitney and Commodore at the Sandbagger. I fired a club about 3 weeks ago. I think I've probably thrown like 3 or 4 clubs in the last 2 years, legit.
Oh, yeah, I
but
know.
every time I feel like an absolute idiot. Like, you're going, dude. Back in the day, I used to throw 15 clubs around when I was like a worst player.
Here's
One
my
time
surprise face.
one time I fired a 4-iron at Wallston on the 14th hole. I fired it 100 miles an hour up. Well, yeah, I had a cannon. Don't worry. Maybe it was 80. I fired it up. Boom! It stays in the tree. This is no word of a lie. I'm like, oh shit! I gotta get a new 5-iron. No word of a lie. 2 weeks later, I'm at the same part of the hole. It falls down at my feet. And it had snapped. It was broken. It was, swear to God, it was like the golf gods just being like, you broke this club, you dickhead, and now we're going to drop it at your feet so you can see. I'm not kidding. What are the odds of that happening? And I've still thrown clubs since. But I feel bad.
That would be an insane thing to happen, the fact that it landed at your feet broken.
Crazy. Craziest thing that's ever happened.
You're like, Noonan, fix the grip on those, like fucking Judge Smales and Caddyshack when
Yeah.
he chucks the putter and
You'll
kicks
get
the
nothing
lady in the head.
like it.
I kind of saw a taste of that when we played that bowling alley of a course.
Oh, a couple things. Oh, yeah.
You were losing.
Yeah, I was so wanted to kill Avery. Another thing that cracked me up was, if you watch the golf tournament on the 15th hole, which was a monster hole, in the final in the Sunday round, Fitzpatrick missed the fairway by 40 yards, legit, 30 to 40 yards right. Zalatoris missed the fairway by 3 yards. Well, all the fans, right? They trampled down all this grass after the whole week of being at this event. So Fitzpatrick's in this perfect lie on this dead grass that everyone's walking over, and he blew it way right. Zalatoris just missed his drive in the right, and he's buried. He made bogey, and I think Fitzpatrick might have made birdie on 15.
Oh, God. That's the swing.
Yeah, it was a big swing, and it was just kind of like, that's the bounce,
That's golf.
dude.
That's golf.
Did you see what Rory said after he won the week before?
About Norman?
Just about, like, you can't put a price on. What'd you think of that?
Says the guy who he's made $200 million.
No, he's made way more than that.
There you go.
And like, this thing is so crazy with Live Golf. It's I think I hear a lot more names are coming this week, some big names. And I don't know what ends up happening. It's like, it's just, I keep saying, like, this guy gets offered $75 million. I mean,
But someone told me this.
and mind you, sorry, Shorzy, so Phil and DJ, like, people who took the Live money, like, they were getting ridiculous cheers at the event. So, like, as much as these media members are gunning after them, and a lot of people who are golf fans
playing money, 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 money.
I don't think any music was playing.
Money. I heard, or unless it was a fake video on the internet, when Mickelson went off to the first tee, they played that as he was walking to his ball.
No, I think
It's a meme video.
That had to
Who
be.
gives a
meme
fuck?
video.
Let's just make it
That
up.
was like
Let's keep going with it.
that was like the shark in Nantucket that Portnoy fell for. The shark swimming around Nantucket floods.
What was, all right, you said something one time. You said shark warnings are the stupidest thing. Remember you said
That was a grind my gears. I'm like, all right, we're trying to save people's limbs.
Yeah, I mean, common fucking sense. There's seals there. There's going to be some sharks there. I mean,
I know, and once I said it,
I mean, yeah, put the signs there, but I don't know. You can still risk it. I wouldn't swim there.
We're going to hold back this this news ad to not let people know there's a shark in the water.
Just go ahead.
No doy.
He's not hungry. He just ate 3 seals.
They
Don't
probably
worry.
do it so they don't have to worry about the mess at the hospital.
That kid.
The other thing that drives me nuts about some of the tour events. So when you play the country club, the first hole's going this way, and the first tee's here, and the 18th green's next to it. In between that is a range. That's where you warm up when you go play there. Well, these guys needed like a much bigger range, so this wasn't big enough, so they put a huge maintenance tent. Well, when you play there normally, that's out of bounds. If you hit it left on 1 or left on 18, OB, re-tee, hit your third ball. For this, it wasn't. Guys were ripping the ball dead left into the merchandise tent. They get the ball, they get this perfect drop looking right at the green. It's like...
That shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, like, and like some of the guys are aiming for it. It's like, if you're playing with your buddies, you don't even get that. Like, why do these guys get it? They're the best in the world. Drives me nuts.
I never noticed that.
Yeah.
I seen that one shot. I figured it was. It hit the with the storm drain or the sprinkler head rather, and got like another 100 yards off the bounce.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
see, I didn't see that.
I forget what guy it was. Yeah, it hit like perfect doink right off the sprinkler head. It got like 150 extra yards just off that fucking bounce. Yeah.